Kaley, of course, such a moving moment right there, just watching Byron just accept that phone call, right?
Yeah, and not just for his family, but for fans right here in the Valley. Thank you so much. We are continuing our coverage tonight. We're going in depth as we lean here on former ESPN analyst and Super Bowl champ, we have to mention, Mark May. You've been there, you've done that. You know all about this industry. I want to talk about Josh Rosen, because being out there yesterday at the big party on the Great Lawn, it was interesting to hear some of the boos that you could hear quite vividly when Kyler Murray was announced as our new QB. So many people concerned about Josh Rosen.
Right. Well, the problem is a lot of the fans got attached to Josh Rosen because he's been here for 1 year. They don't know anything about Kyler Murray. This is his first year that he's going to be here with the Arizona Cardinals. So they're really close to him right now because they understand the situation that he was in last year. A terrible situation. The offensive line was the worst in the NFL. But the bigger picture in this situation is a dumpster fire. And it's done by Steve Keim, the general manager. And I'm going to tell you why. It's like an investment that you have. The ROI on your investment, the return on the investment. If you put $100,000 in an investment in a stock today, and a year from now, if I told you it was worth $12,000, you wouldn't be happy, would you?
No.
Well, last year, the Cardinals paid a third-round pick, a fifth-round pick, and a first-round pick to draft Josh Rosen. They just traded him today for the 62nd pick in the second round, late in the second round, and a fifth next year for a 5'8" wide receiver from UMass. That's not a good return on your investment. I don't care how you spend this, that is a huge loss. That is a dumpster fire situation. If you're on Wall Street, you're lighting matches to your portfolio right now.
But this is a divided crowd. I mean, there are so many people who are in favor of having Kyler Murray in place. A lot of people are not happy with the way they feel the loyalty wasn't paid to Josh Rosen. So interesting. I mean, you were talking about some of the polls that were on some of the websites here locally, more than divided and leaning in favor of Josh Rosen and standing behind him. But, you know, it will obviously remain to be seen what happens with Kyler Murray.
Yeah, but it's the fans. It's like you already have your shiny object in Josh Rosen. You're used to that shiny object. Now all of a sudden Kyler Murray is something new. You don't know that much about him right now. And it's a whole new system. And it's not fair, the situation that happened to Josh Rosen. Everyone looks at this. It is a business. It's the NFL. He got put into a situation that he had no control over. They brought in a defensive-minded coach last year in Steve Wilks. It didn't work out. He not only had one offensive coordinator last year, he had two as a rookie in the NFL. And now with Cliff Kingsbury in the spring, he's got three. So what do you expect out of this young man? It's not fair to him. Do what's right. They did trade him. They put him in a situation where he is in a good situation right now in Miami because he's with a head coach that's going to be there at least 2 or 3 or 4 years. So he's got stability in his future right now. So the best thing for Josh Rosen is do what he did, stay classy, and move along, and that's what he did.
I like to stay classy and not with a capital K, right? I mean, for real, it's important. It's also important, too, though, for the team to give this kid a chance. We'll be talking more, talk about Kyler Murray. We'll be talking more about that as well. Love your insight. Hopefully you'll stick around because it would be great to talk more with you about all this stuff that's happening. It's exciting. All right, Justin, there you go. Insight from a man who knows all too well how this works behind the scenes.
All right, thank you, Kaley. You know, the